as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
O Mother Mary, full of grace, bestow on us now your loving embrace. Open our hearts so that we may be in loving union, happy and free. O Mother Mary, full of grace, bestow on us now your loving embrace. Open our hearts so that we may be in loving union, happy and free. Our Lady of Soul Birth, number 5. You and I have never been separated, though you may fear it to be so, my beloved one. Yet as you grow, I grow. As you suffer, I suffer. As you celebrate, I celebrate. When you rage and grieve, so too do I rage and grieve. Your journey upon this planet is held within my loving embrace, and is my journey too. I am with you always. We cannot be parted. I accept all parts of you and all parts of your journey. There is nothing to hide from me, for I am in your life, with you. When you reject parts of yourself, you reject me. When you love yourself, you love me. Love me, dear me. Love me, dear one. Love yourself, and your radiant soul grows into life, into light upon the earth. The journey of the soul is a gritty one. It entails encounters with realms of light, with pure love and heavenly rapture. It also entails encounters with negativity, fear, doubt, shame, guilt, grief, anger, and suffering. Such is the mysterious experience of being a divine human in the making. We encounter bliss and despair in order to become whole. It is through our wholeness that we are capable of allowing the divine presence to manifest through us as it wishes to, according to a higher plan. The more open we are to life with acceptance, especially when we don't understand it, the more we can allow our soul to lead us through life into our divine destiny. When our soul leads us, we avoid the obstacles created by our mind. With the mind's tendency to reject and judge, we would inhibit the flowing assistance of our soul. The Heavenly Mother wants your soul to blossom, understanding that it is the lotus flower that is fed by mud, and that this is just the nature of being a divine, soulful human. The Mother is not interested in perfection, she is interested in love. That is her way. She knows that the dark and the light are in sacred play upon the earth, and that the divine presence in all things, it is not only within the light, but also even within the greatest darkness, though it may seem harder to find there. She understands that to grow and blossom, the soul needs honesty more than it needs pleasantness. She understands that we need the light of joy and also the darkness of anger, rage, grief, and sadness channeled into healing consciousness so that we can grow and become all that we can possibly be. She understands that becoming a divinely awakened human being is a raw, wild, and beautiful path, often with great suffering, and she feels great compassion. So she empowers us through her wisdom to take the journey with a fearless faith in her divine protection and guidance when we are in need. The Mother wants to experience her divine children as succeeding in their spiritual destiny. This requires an acceptance even of the emotions that may not seem spiritual at first, and of the life experiences that seem to be challenging and take us into darker, unknown territory. When we understand that the divine is in all experiences and we draw to us what we need when we need it, and that the Divine Mother protects us whenever we call upon her. We can trust. We might not always understand, but we can still choose to trust. Through understanding her teachings of the necessity of light and dark, for the heart to become truly powerful, we can accept ourselves and our lives more readily, and in doing so our soul begins to open up. Our heart becomes powerful. When we can learn to love more completely, starting with ourselves, we become capable of being instruments for her love in the world in other ways. Through our relationships, our passions and our interests, our chosen professions, and how we live from day to day. When the soul is allowed to live, rather than the mind trying to squash it down and allow only the logical understanding parts to see the light of day, miracles cannot occur. As the heart opens to life without restraint, the miraculous love of the Mother can flow through us. We become instruments of her grace. This oracle comes with a special message for you. Somewhere in your life, in your relationships, or within yourself, you have been holding back. You have been doing so because you were worried that what wanted to come out was not acceptable, or that you would be shamed. Mother Mary tells you that she loves you and wants you to blossom. Don't try to stop the flow of love. Allow yourself to take the steps forward that you have been questioning. Don't be afraid, beloved. There is only your great connection to the Holy Mother to discover, and your own soul to grow. The Holy Mother is with you, is within your soul that longs for divine fulfillment. You have her permission to discover and be yourself completely and freely. Do not hide yourself away, even from the darkness. There is nothing to fear. There is only love that is growing. Healing process and affirmation for Our Lady of Soul Birth. Close your eyes and visualize a bright golden sun burning all around you. Imagine that in the sun is Mother Mary in robes of golden fire, gazing at you with intensity, joy, and laughter. She knows something that you may have forgotten. She knows that you are divine and always will be, no matter what. Imagine that you are in on the secret with her now, laughing too as you realize the great burning sun is actually your own divine soul. Imagine that golden sun burning bright and feeling good as you realize you are within the center of that golden sun, with the Mother Mary holding your hand, shining beautiful golden light upon the earth together. Stay here for as long as you feel right, and when you are ready, repeat the following affirmation to close your healing practice. Golden Mother Mary, burning bright with heavenly love, you and I are one. You honor the needs of my soul, wild and free it must be, fed by darkness and light, both channeled into awakening and complete love. O Mother Mary, full of grace, bestow on us now your loving embrace. Open our hearts so that we may be in loving union, happy and free.
Sacred Heart of Jesus, I place all my trust in you.